We're heading off to the airport.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday.
So we made it to Colombia and oh, look at the line for exit.
Hi, we're in Colombia. We're in Bogota.
Country number 12.
Coffee bean chocolate. Right. So this is the dinner from Colombia. We have it. My lips are dry. Everything else looks small when you're at the top. So yeah. And Colombia was fun.
Okay. And we're heading off to the airport. Bye. Okay, so I left my hotel and I went straight to the airport and I took an Avianca flight to Colombia, Bogota, Colombia. Now the prices are very reasonable in comparison to other airlines. I think I paid less than 40,000 for a round trip between Panama to Colombia, so that was really, really good. The flight in the airport, it went smoothly because I had the experience from before. And the reason why the flights were that affordable is the fact that we were going to another country, so I had like a long layover in Colombia to get to the other country. So that's going to be country 13, but this is country 12. Colombia is country 12. So to get to the other country, I'm not going to call the name just yet, but to get to that country, I had a layover in Colombia. And I'm like, girl, if we're having a layover, then we have to go out and explore, right? It's a must. You have to go out and explore. So the seats are comfortable, the flight was good, I got snacks on the flight, I believe, and the prices were good, and the opportunity to have a long layover is a plus. But there's a downside to all of this. Do you see the line?
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday.
So we made it to immigration here. My lips are dry, I need lip balm. Made it to immigration. We're going to try and go out and come back in. Let's see. Challenge, we need to get back here 3 hours before the flight. So let's see. So the immigration officers were telling me that I should not leave the airport, I should just stay. But I'm like, come on, we're in Colombia. We have to see Colombia. So we made it to Colombia and we go quickly, try to go outside, get a taxi, and go to the city. I'm sorry, man, try to look for the exit. But we're trying to get a taxi, go out to the city, and we're gonna try our best to get back here. Leave the city by 5:45 so we can get back here by 7 the latest and catch our plane. They're saying the lines at immigration tend to be long, so we have to ensure that we're back in time. Well, it's me. Why me I say we? I keep on saying we as if I go with somebody else. Anyways, let me go exit and find a taxi. That's an exit. Blow, look at the line for exit. Mighty shit. The line is long. The line is long. Alright, when I get to the airport, you can just come over this side and get your money changed. Yeah. We're just gonna change $50 today and see how that stretch. This is how the money looks. We got some points. So let's go.
Hi, we're in Colombia. We're in Bogota.
Alright, so we come out the city center. City center. Guys, let's talk about how they almost snatched me up in Colombia. Listen, getting a taxi outside the airport can be quite tricky. Now, originally I wanted to get a bus, but the bus, I could not find the correct bus to get me to the city center. So I said, okay, then let me try a taxi. The taxi prices were overpriced. Then I found this lady and I was like, okay, it's a lady, probably a bit more smoother or whatever. I had my Google Translate. Whenever you're traveling to a foreign country that doesn't speak English as a dominant language, get Google Translate. I had Google Translate. It was still chaotic. After a while, she was on the phone trying to call someone to get the taxi to come. It seemed a bit off for me, so I said, you know what, let me try the bus once more. I went back over to the bus side, found a gentleman that worked in the airport, and guess what, he turned out to be my tour guide for the day. So that was a plus. It was really good. Sometimes you just have to take a leap of faith, so let's call that a leap of faith. So we jump on the bus from the airport to the city center. Then we got on a train from the city center to get into Monserrate, Candelaria area. So to get to that part of the Bogota, so we could do some exploration, we had to take like probably one train. Yeah, and it got us right through. No, you're going to need a train pass. I didn't have a train pass, but the guy that was carrying me around, the tour guide, really appreciate him. Big up to that guy. He had 2 train passes, so he was able to facilitate me and allow me to get onto the train and get around. I am so grateful. Sometimes you just have to put yourself out there, you know, make a friend, communicate, talk to people. Sometimes it can be weird when you're in a foreign country, it can be scary, but do it sometimes. Okay, so we made it to the city center in Bogota, and we are going to Monserrate. Okay, so we walk through an underground area to get outside into the city center and get to like Candelaria and so on. What I will say, the temperature change, the air quality change is a big thing. Like I had a major headache. Like I felt like I could just faint. But I think it's just the quality of air change that happened. Like it was really cold. I'm sorry. Put my child on this. And get water there. And it was a bit cloudy, but I will say that their cities were beautiful. Like Bogota is beautiful. It felt like it was more like a university district, so you had like a lot of university students there walking around and so on. If sometimes like it felt kind of like an old town as well, but we walked around a bit. We got to the Candelaria area. Now the Candelaria area is where you have touristy things. You have shops, you have street food and so on. But you have to go through like the old town, the university district, to get over to Candelaria. And then you had like those street art, graffiti walls and so on. So it was more of like a cultural experience. Like I was immersed in their culture. So it was more like a cultural experience mixed with food, culture and good energy. Like the people there were quite friendly. Okay, so we're out here. We're trying to find Candelaria center, and we're walking around the streets of Bogota. That's how you guys pronounce it, right? Bogota? And sweets. So I will say that. And ensure that you change your money at the airport, because that would be like... We're trying to find some local food. My lips are dry because it's so cold. If you only have 8 hours in Bogota, change your money at the airport, get that out of the way. I would recommend changing at least $100 so you have enough pesos, because they take pesos in a lot of the places so you can get around.
One more time.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now...
And it's not really expensive.
Oh, okay.
But
So you said we go to Monserrate now?
do you want to go to Monserrate? But first I think you have to see the center of El Centro.
Okay. So we're in the... on the umbrella street. My lips are so dry. But we're on umbrella street. Going back. The lighting is nice. This is the center of... Hi, we're in Colombia. We're in Bogota. Isn't it beautiful? We're in Colombia. Come on. Okay, so now it's time to walk around and try to find a street food restaurant shop. So I really wanted to try empanadas, and we found this shop that was really cute. The food was pretty good, and we said, you know what, let's buy something to eat and try, because we're in Colombia.
All right, so we're trying empanada. So do we take a bus from here, or do we walk to the elevator?
What?
Oh, from here, where do we go to get to Monsterrate?
It's so close.
Oh.
Like 3 minutes or something.
Oh, okay.
Now from the Candelaria area, so we're going to walk up to the bottom of Monsterrate and then take an elevator up. So let's try.
There's a lot of walking. The girl is tired. Okay. We're trying to climb a very tall hill to go and see Monsterrate. I'm gonna put my phone up. I'm tired. My lips are dry. Simon Bolivar house, the first house ever built in Bogota.
I think that's ourselves.
Oh, okay. From all the way down there, from all the way down there, coming all the way up there. So the cable cars. So we made it to the cable cars, and we're going to go up to the top of that hill mountain. They have alpaca. Look at the alpaca. We made it to the top. Now we're going to go on a cable car. I'm so tired. So tired. So you have to buy the ticket right here, but you need to pay in peso, Colombian peso, and it's so it's like 300 Colombian peso.
Big up to my tour guide, because he covered the cost for us to get on the elevators to get up to the top. No, listen, we left from the bottom. It was a bit scary. But it was such a fun experience.
And so we made it onto the cable car. And there's the bottom down there. That's cool.
And we went up to the top of Monsterrate, and basically you get a beautiful view of the entire Bogota city. 10 out of 10, worth it. 10 out of 10, must try.
It's massive down there. So I made it to the top. And that's the city over there. It is absolutely massive. Made it to the top. I'm tired. Hello, we're on Monsterrate. Go out. Thank you. So we made it to the top of Monsterrate. Right? We made it to the top of Monsterrate. There's Bogota. Bogota in the background. The church above. And the city. The city looks so small from the top. Remember that. Everything else looks small when you're at the top. So yeah. Anyways, we're going to look inside the church, and then We're going to get something to eat and head back to the airport. Bye. My lips are so dry. The place is so cold. What made it to the top of the city?
Creo que tengo este en el celular. Este sale más bonito.
Hello. Thank you. This is up to the church.
Now, as you get to the top of Manstarta, there's a shopping area that you can go to buy all your souvenirs, chocolate. That had us trying different stuff. That has.
Okay, so I'm getting a chocolate. Coffee bean chocolate. Alright, so I get a coffee bean chocolate. My hand dirty. Oh, those are nice. How much? So we're getting 3 of these.
No, it's
We're trying on the Colombian hat. It was a good experience. Definitely try it and you'd probably love it. And then after, it was time to get some food. And I wanted to try Colombian food. So we walked a little bit more, and we got to the back of the shopping area, and then they had some food stalls, which is pretty good. I also met this sweet girl as well on the trip.
Oh, what is this? Is it a pancake? No? Is it sweet? No? Okay. Alright.
Do you want to eat here?
We can. So we come here, we're gonna stop for food and we're gonna get the soup.
I'm not really hungry because
In hajako, and like a type of cheese, pancake, rice, and avocado.
It was such a fun experience. Like sometimes as black people, black women, solo traveling, it can be tricky, it can be complicated, but it's good when you see your people out there enjoying it as well. And that was a good experience. Clock it. Solo traveling can be really fun. You just have to get up and try it. So this is how we're looking. So this is a view from the top of Manstarta. And we're at the top. It's so beautiful, but it's so cold. It's so cold. The top of Manstarta. So it is extremely beautiful now. The lights are coming on, but the traffic is going to be on the road, so I need to skedaddle. I need to leave and go back to the airport. But it was so beautiful and so fun today. Anyways, the lights are coming on. Look at the lights. Is it showing properly? The lights are coming on. Are we going back now? I'm so cold, like my fingers are getting stiff. My fingers are getting stiff. It is so beautiful. And kids are coming up to see it.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now,
the journey down was so beautiful. I would definitely recommend, if you're in Bogota, take a few hours to go up to Manstarta, to go up to the top of it. So we went back down, and then it was time for me to get back to the airport because we were running on little time. Listen, it was a bit chaotic because they almost snatched me up again. I think Colombia is a bit risky because I almost snatched him up again. Now there was this guy that was also going to the airport, and he was saying, oh, let's share a taxi together, and I'm like, no, I do not want to share a taxi. I am calling because they had I think, what's the name of the taxi service? Oh my gosh, I can't remember right now, but they had a taxi service similar to Uber in Colombia, and I was like, you know what, I can't call my own taxi, it's fine, I'll call my own taxi. Now when I called my taxi, I could not find my taxi. My taxi was somewhere else. So I said, okay, then let me get another taxi. No, the guy was my translator as well. He was my tour guide, my translator, great guy, right? He was helping me a lot. But then this random guy was saying, no, let's share taxi. Let's get to the airport through my taxi. And I was like, no, I do not want to do that. And he was very adamant, and I was like, I'm not going into a weird taxi, I'm not going into a stranger taxi, I'm not traveling with a stranger to the airport, I'm not going into your taxi. We can share my taxi if you want, but I'm not sharing your taxi. Anyways, he did not want to do that. I found that a bit weird, but I made it back to the airport in one piece, thank God, because I could not afford to go, in Colombia. All right then. Guys, I have to come in real quick and talk about it on camera. I don't know what was going on, but this random man was like, no, let's share taxi. Let's go to the taxi. Let's go to the airport in my taxi. And I'm like, no, I'm not taking your taxi. I want to get to the airport, but you can share the taxi with me that I call, that I arrange, that I know the taxi driver's information, but I'm not going into a stranger's taxi. And he was quite adamant. And at one point, my tour guide was like, no, you can share the taxi with him. And I was like, no, I don't want to do that. I'm not doing that. I do not want to share a taxi with a stranger. So I had to get like really serious about it. And then I arranged for another taxi to come. I asked the tour guide to speak to the driver in, Spanish and let him know that, hey, I want to go to the airport, confirm the address, confirm the cost for the drive to the airport, and just arrange it on my own, because I'm like, why is this random man trying to get me into his taxi to share to the airport? Crazy enough. Wild enough, I end up seeing him at the airport. So yeah, but it was a bit freaky. I would not advise that as a solo black female traveler in a foreign country. Like, arrange your own transportation, arrange things for yourself. Like, it can be dangerous. Be careful in these streets. You can have fun, you can enjoy yourself as a black solo traveler, you can enjoy yourself as a female solo traveler, but be safe, be careful, and keep your head screwed on. Anyways, enjoy the rest of the vlog. Oh, and the second part I wanted to say as well, when I got to Colombia, like the immigration officers were saying, you should not leave the airport, don't leave the airport, you won't make it back in time. Budget and schedule your time properly, because I could see where I could have missed my flight if I didn't leave the month on the top of Monsterrate like quickly and at a specific time. Give yourself time, give yourself grace, because there will be traffic on the road. It's the city center, there's traffic, a lot of traffic. But if you have more than 5 hours, if you have more than 6 hours in a country and the city center is close by, go out and experience the city, go out and experience the country. Just ensure that you have your Google Translate, your Google Maps, whatever map that work in their country, because some people have specific maps to their country. Ensure you have that. Budget your time properly. Ensure you schedule your taxi to the city center and back to the airport accordingly, and just go and have fun. I enjoyed my few hours in Colombia. Colombia was fantastic. It was not what I was expecting. The food was interesting. The corn was pretty good. The pear was really good. But definitely, if you have a few extra hours on your layover in a city, in a country, go out and experience it. That's all I can say. Anyways, bye. So we made it back to the airport. Hold on. Mom use my camera. Tired. Boy. I'm tired. Now we have to go through customs. Let's see. Okay, so we made it back to the airport in one piece. Listen, them driver rough in a Colombia. Not going to lie. For a hot minute, I wasn't sure if I was going to make it in time, but we still have to go through customs. So let's see how that works out. Bogota was fun. So, me try to rush for catching the gate. I'm at gate number 4. Need to get to gate number 7. And I want to use El Baño, the bathroom. Listen, I can catch some of the words that they're saying here, but when I go too fast, I can't manage. But I catch some of the words. Look at my Spanish. Alright, so we're about to get through with immigration real quick. Let's see what we can do. So the machine over on side is getting through, so I have to come onto this side and get it done. That sucks. We made it in the airport. So we made it in the airport, passed through immigration and custom. It took like around 20 minutes or so, but today is a weekday. I don't know what day of the week it is, but today's a weekday. I think it's Wednesday. So now I'm gonna look for like flights. Let's see. Sorry. We're walking around in the mall. I see pastry, but I really don't want no more running belly. A sandwich. So just to get the carrot cake is tarta de zanahoria and a cup of tea.
which is tea. Frutas tea. Frutas tea. The lady is my wedding. And the tea is caliente, so it's hot. This is a spot. I think we'll be some bees over that side. Okay, so we got some tea. Fruit tea. And we're adding sugar to it. My tummy, I think it's a water or something I ate last night. I bought a cheesecake from like a regular store. And I drank distilled water, tap water. And I bought an ice cream as well. I mean, I know, but my tummy not going right, that's all. I don't have one Pepto-Bismol leave out, so I took the one Pepto-Bismol. So I'm not going hurt. I have to go to the pharmacy.
Les recordamos llevar su documento de identidad y tarjeta de embarque en la mayor
Okay, so they're finally ready to board now. I think they've changed the flight, like the gates, 3 times. Like 3 times so far. Anyways, they're ready to board. And I am at the Paris. And like I had an experience just now, kind of remind me of Japan. It's like what do you call them? Flight attendants. Person working the gate, know that he wants to say something to me, and he's been looking around, and then like he might build up the courage to come and say something to me, and then he slowly came over, and then he finally came over, and he's like, buenas noches, and then he's like, oh, Espanol, and I'm like, no, English, and I'm like, shit, that's Spanish, English, and he's like, okay, the flight is a bit late, but we're going to board shortly, and he wanted to check my pass and whatever. And it's just like Japan, like they wanted to say something to you, but they're scared to come over and say something to you. Oh, sorry. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and catch me in country number 30.